Just truly happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there. I'll get, I guess, sentimental for a minute, but truly serving this community. I'm just grateful for that. Every year I look back and it's just a privilege and an honor to serve you residents.
Welcome to Herrimanology,
the official podcast to keep up with Herriman City.
We'll take you inside the city, explore the latest news and updates, show you how your government operates, and discuss the issues that affect us all. Now, here are your hosts talking all things Herriman on Herrimanology.
All right, welcome to Herrimanology. It is Wednesday, November 27th, and it is the calm, but actually it's not calm at all before the Thanksgiving store. This is a day of grocery grabbing and baseboard scrubbing and a lot of last-minute panic.
Last-minute cleaning, yes.
Before another stressful day. But hopefully full of thanks and good family time and whatever else you do on Thanksgiving.
Absolutely. Yeah, can't wait.
I'm John LaFollette, Communications Manager for Herriman City, joined again today. Yeah, I did say that right.
You did say it right.
Going through my grammar here. Mayor Palmer joining. How are you doing?
Good to be here.
You just had your weekly work-from-home lunch,
yep.
Which is a cool thing. Maybe hit on that really quick. I don't know if we've ever talked about that. That's something that you just kind of do. It's not a city thing. What is that?
Really, it started, I tell everybody, it started 3 years ago. Over 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago. We haven't missed a Wednesday yet.
Wow.
Every Wednesday at noon. It started, I was a stay-at-home dad before taking this on for the most part, and I needed some human adult interaction. So a few of us got together and thought, well, let's find a way to get out every week and support local businesses, but yet have some adult interaction. So it's turned into this, we call it Herriman Work From Home, but really anybody's welcome to come. We've got a Facebook page. That's where we post the calendar, the events every week. Today we were at Goldfish. Next week we're at Mobetta's. And then we're even doing a food drive. We do a food drive on the 11th of December at Redemption that they're going to match. You know, they're going to double our donations. Whatever food we bring, they're going to either do a cash or an in-kind donation to that Compassion Community Pantry, food pantry that's right here in Herriman at Athlos. So it's just been it's the highlight of my week. I tell everybody, it really is the highlight. I made some amazing friends there. Networking, just getting to know each other. Sometimes we talk city stuff. Sometimes it never comes up. It's just my way. I like being out there as much as I can. It's when anybody can come ask me any question. I'm available, but really we hardly even get into that. It's just more friendship and networking and sharing just positive vibes. Yeah. So it's fun.
I even showed up once, I think it was during the summer, and it was fun. Well, I think that one was at Cut Bop, my first time going to that Cut Bop, and I've been back a couple times since. And
right. And that's the intent, right? You might try something you've never had before in the city, and it's fantastic. I love that. We love supporting local, so it's been a good thing.
Cool. Didn't plan on talking about that today, but
it was great.
There it is.
I love it.
Last week, you had a social media post about the Transportation Coordinating Committee. I think that's the correct name. First off, what is that committee, and what were some of the main updates that you got from that?
So this is a committee that brings all the transportation players together, UDOT, UTA, anybody involved in the transportation sphere to come together and say, these are the plans looking forward. We talk about the funding, where that's coming from. And so really it was exciting last week to see a lot of the focus was on the southwest corner of the valley. So there's a lot going on. We've talked about how that's a priority, but we've talked extensively about Bangor and Mountain View, but really the exciting things happening are the U111 or Bacchus straightening out. That's going to straighten out and come closer to near Bullfrog Spas out there. Nice. And then connect more into about 7300 West on 126th, and then all the way through to Main Street, all the way through to 134th. So that'll be big. And then UTA now, I think it's pretty official that they're going to come with a bus line back through the city, leaving the Daybreak Station, coming across Mountain View down Main Street, all the way basically in front of City Hall here, turning left in this area, going through Town Center, this area we've got the apartments, a lot of density in this area, heading to 134th, out to heading east to Mountain View Corridor again, all the way out to Redemption, where Redemption is, down Sentinel Ridge, and then from there it kind of goes off into Riverton and eventually hits the Front Runner Station in Draper.
Nice.
And then it'll make that same route back, and that'll be an hourly route to start with, and as ridership builds,
hopefully
they'll go to 30 minutes. Yep, frequency will increase. So really that's in hopes that we can drive hopefully enough transit for even tracks possibly to extend. Again, nothing of that's on the table right now. This is just an effort to help with, alleviate traffic with some buses. So we should see that. I think we'll see that route start in the spring.
Wow.
So it'll be
good. Exciting. Is there a public map available, or is that something that we expect UTA to come up with later in the spring?
Nope. Yep. So it is publicly on UTA's website. Matter of fact, it's on there when they vote on the budget in December, their first meeting in December, that will be approved by the board at that point. So the map's online right now to look at. So yes, you can head, I don't know exactly what their website is, but yeah, you can go onto the UTA website and see that route right now.
I think rideuta.com, but I don't know if that's still the URL.
Right.
Worst case, you can do a search engine and
Right.
Utah Transit Authority.
Right.
Getting my merds mixed up today,
Right.
all over the place.
I love it.
Last night we had a snowstorm, small one, but kind of a reminder like, oh, we're heading into winter now. We have a few reminders for people about just snow removal practice. Right. The city has some responsibility and residents have some responsibility. So always a good reminder, if you are on a public street, the snow plows will come eventually, but there's a priority list. And how do we don't have 150 snowplow drivers out there doing every single street all at the same time. So
Right.
how do those priorities work?
Well, busiest streets first, and then even school routes, those take a priority, especially with school in session, those take priority. And then honestly, you kind of go down the list, and cul-de-sacs, circles are at the end. But still, we try to get everywhere. We've got great drivers. They hit my cul-de-sac, last night. So they got there, but again, it was later. But again, they're hitting the main streets, which is critical. That's where they hit first.
Yeah. In fact, that's actually how I knew it snowed this morning. I heard a snowplow go by. I'm like, oh, roads must be covered.
That's how I know too. Yep. Absolutely.
So their priority is they'll get to every public street eventually. And you may be wondering, do I live on a public street or a private street?
Great point. Yep.
Generally, you can know if you have a green street sign, it's owned and maintained by Harriman City.
Correct.
If it's a blue street sign, typically that's privately owned. You'll have a private company or somebody else coming through to plow the street.
Usually an HOA type setup. Yep.
Yep. So if you're still not sure, you can go to harriman.gov/snow-removal, and there's a map on there. Actually a cool interactive map. We'll talk about it in just a second, but you can go on the map, and if your area is grayed out, that's a private area, and other areas are plowed by the city. But speaking of that map, that's a snowplow tracking map that we introduced last winter. Kind of cool. You can go see all the creative snowplow names that the community voted on or submitted, nominated
Last year. Yep.
and you can see where the different plows have been throughout the storm. It's not an active live tracker,
Right.
For multiple reasons, but you can see if plows came, when they came, and you can kind of assume when they're going to be coming again too.
Right. Yep. I love it.
As far as resident responsibility, the sidewalk in front of your house, even though that is public right of way, that is your responsibility to shovel.
And that's pretty typical in every city. Yep.
Yeah. Same thing with fire hydrants, mailboxes, just take care of the stuff on around your property.
Right.
And one more thing with your private property, versus the public property, do not put snow in the road. Some
Right.
people just shovel it and put the problem elsewhere into the public right of way. That's really violation of state law, but just put it in your park strip or on your grass or side of your driveway that you're not using, just out of the way.
Yep. So even the snow blower, don't shoot that into the road. I see a lot of people don't do it. Shoot it onto your grass. So.
And I know some people get frustrated with snow plows pushing snow up into driveways. They really do try to avoid that. But with 15,000 homes, it's just not possible to get every single one of them cleared. They do their best. Sometimes you're going to get snow in front of your driveway. We don't feel great about it, but it is what it is. And at some point, you're just going to have to move on. So
We've got to remember they're pushing snow, not removing it. So it has to go somewhere, and they do amazing. Our drivers are amazing, but still not a perfect system, but they do a great job.
And it helps them do their job if cars are out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
So last year we introduced a new ordinance. People were getting reminded about it this year. What is the parking ordinance?
So really, I tell everybody, still the preferred is to not park, right? That's still the preferred is to not park in the street. That helps get it cleaner. But if you're in an area where there is limited parking, we know there are areas like that in the city. We did make it to where you can park on one side. That way we're at least hitting the other side. And just to make it easy and consistent, we said park on the even side. That way we're hitting the other side consistently. So if you have to park in the road, park on the even side. Do not park on the odd side, and really try not to park out there at all. But that's at least an effort to try to find a balance.
And to be painfully clear, if you're confused, look at the home addresses or the business addresses, wherever you are. If it ends in a 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8,
Right.
that's an even number. Park on that side.
Right.
If it's a 1, 3, 5, or 7, or 9, don't park on that side.
Right.
If it's snowing.
Yep.
So back to second grade math.
Right.
So again, if you have any questions about snow removal or priorities or anything else that we haven't brought up, harriman.gov/snow-removal. We'll probably hit on this a few more times throughout the winter. We always have people coming and going with the podcast.
Right. It's always a good reminder. Yep.
So, and speaking of snow, wintertime, holiday, Night of Lights is on Monday.
Yep.
I don't think it's going to be blizzarding like it was 2 years ago.
That was still awful.
I actually missed that one. I was sick that day. I had COVID and shingles at the same
I
time.
remember that. You got lucky.
It was terrible.
It was a rough night.
Yeah, I had my fireplace on. I looked outside. It was blizzarding snow. It was great. I don't think the weather is going to be, I think it's going to be clear.
Yep.
So Night of Lights is on Monday, December 2nd. It's always the first Monday after Thanksgiving to really kick off the holiday season. It's going to be fun as always.
So much fun. Live reindeer, Santa. Yep. Turn on the lights. It's one of the best nights of the year.
In previous years, we've had kind of a laser light show. This year, that's being swapped out for a drone show. I saw a preview of it. It's going to be pretty cool.
I'm so excited.
It's going to be fun. I've never actually seen a real drone show.
I haven't either. Yep.
I've seen pictures of them, but
Right.
So that is tentatively scheduled for 7 o'clock.
Okay.
So make sure to be here. Just be here the whole time. It
Right.
starts at just plan your evening around the Night of Lights. It's going to be super fun.
Full night of fun. Yep.
Ice Ribbon also opens for skating that day. Reservations started last month-ish.
Yep.
Or earlier this month. And then that'll be open as long as it's cold. And you typically through the end of February.
Yep. Great time.
So Thanksgiving tomorrow. We talked last week. You're not a turkey guy. Any other definite no-nos?
Oh my gosh. Yams. I know you're a yam guy. You said that. No yams. Stuffing. I'm a picky stuffing guy. I don't
too.
Don't add. I just want the breading. I don't want onions in it. I don't want, what else do people put in it? Peppers? I don't want any of that. I just want.
People put peppers and stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Maybe that's my mom. But no, I don't know what some of the additional stuff. Just give me a plain, even box. What is it? The top.
Oh yeah.
Yes, that I don't mind that right out
stuff.
of the box. Just give me that. But yeah, but no, really, I'm not a cranberry guy either at all.
I don't think anyone is. We just do it because it's tradition.
Tradition. No, I want my ham and mashed potato. If I could do it, just ham, and a gravy, mashed potatoes in a roll, corn. I like corn.
Corn's good. It has to be. There's a lot of bad corn out there.
Yes. Yes, and I still remember my parents gave me the assignment one year when I was single. That was my assignment, was frozen corn. You know, I knew I'd arrived, but that's all they asked me to bring was bring the frozen corn. So they never lived that down to this day. So
Pie. We had some pie here during lunch yesterday at the city hall. Pecan pie is a go-to. There was a pecan pie I got last year at the holiday marketplace here in Herriman.
Mm-hmm.
It was delightful. I don't know who sold it. I hope they come back. But it was that pecan pie. I used to hate it growing up. Now it's my go-to.
And I've never had it, so we'll see if I'm a pumpkin guy. So
Pumpkin's always good too.
see.
That's just a classic.
I picked up a pumpkin cheesecake this year. We'll see.
Nice.
We'll see. So
Well,
now I'm
good
hungry.
luck. Good luck.
I'm hungry.
Good luck tomorrow eating all that, and shout out to everybody who's spending today and tomorrow just in the kitchen for 20 minutes of eating and a lot of stress. Hopefully it's still a fun time for everybody. If not, then we'll get through it.
Well, and I'll say, and I know we hadn't planned on these either, but just truly happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there. I usually make a post about this on my social media, but really, truly, and I'll get, I guess, sentimental for a minute, but truly serving this community, I'm just grateful for that. Like, I'm truly grateful for this opportunity to serve. I don't look at it as I love serving this community, and I'm just grateful for that every year. I look back, and it's just a privilege and an honor. So thank you for this opportunity to serve you residents. So
we really do have an awesome community.
we do.
It's easy to get wrapped up online and social media because the anger and the arguments, people get emotional about a lot of things, and there's a lot of junk out there that doesn't apply to real life. And if you're just out there among your neighbors and, you know, at the store, spending time with friends and family, life is pretty good.
Yep, we got it pretty good out here.
So anyway, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Didn't plan on that, but
Nope.
Anyway, enjoy your Thanksgiving. hope to see you on Monday at the Night of Lights here at the City Hall and just outside at Crane Plaza. It should be a lot of fun. So
We'll see you there.
okay, with that, we'll catch you next time.